Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for coming. So we've got a little technical difficulties um going on. So we are going to be starting the game a little late, but I figured until then we could just chat if anyone had questions about the actual campaign, things like that. Um Other than those who are playing in it can't ask things they don't know about. But also the cool opening, we can thank B for that. Thanks B. It's very cool. I love it. Eventually we'll have some like intro music stuff and things like that. Um, of course, that will take some time. Yeah, right now didn't realize how long it would take for the game to get loaded up. So right now, we are currently just waiting on that. And just chilling. How's everyone doing today? See, there's three of you here. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, everyone's enjoying the good weather, at least from around here. Everything's been nice and warm. Yeah. Let's, let's see. Oh, huh. So yeah, we're just waiting on a couple things. I apologize. Just waiting on that. Oh, okay. 1 second, folks. Thank you, B, for that. Is there still an echo? I've come to learn that all of our technical difficulties tend to happen when I'm the one behind the screen, so that's fun. Awesome, awesome. Um, yeah, so unfortunately, right now, we are just kind of gonna chill for a minute. Like I said, if there's any questions, maybe things you want to know about campaign, maybe things about tomorrow's session, which please join us tomorrow for that. That'd be awesome. Um, yeah. So I don't know how many of you've played Oblivion. Um, I literally played it the first time. In fact, when I went to visit my brother in Hawaii, um, we went to their like essentially like version of like the Mall of America because theirs is huge as well. And we went to look around and I was supposed to get like a souvenir from there while I was out there, and immediately I saw that game and was like, I have to buy it and play it because it looks cool. uh, and spent most of my time while I was out there playing it essentially. So this is going to be fun for me. It's been a long time. um yeah, we'll just kind of have fun with it and see where things go. Does anyone have anything going on this week or this next weekend that they are excited to be going to do? Let's see. Still a little bit of ways away. Sorry for making you all wait. Thank you for being awesome and patient and coming when you did. Oh, yes, that's true. Tomorrow we will be debuting the beautiful character art. Not of my character because I don't have one, but of everyone else in the campaign. They're very cool. Um, it's exciting to see them come to life, so that will be fun. Um, it's just been a whirlwind. We were hoping to have it done sooner, but due to a lot of things going on for not only the artist who did a fantastic job, but for ourselves too. It just we got busy, things didn't happen exactly as planned, never does. And yeah, that's also very exciting. Thank you, B, for the reminder of that. Uh B does a wonderful job, especially helping us get everything set up and ready to go, even when there's problems going on. So, excuse me. Anybody else? Did anyone have any fun this weekend? Uh, I know I myself went with my girlfriend to a Easter party thing, which a week after, I know, but like obviously people do things with their family, and this was kind of like a friends like a similar to a friendsgiving, but not. It was Easter and hiding eggs, and then they hid beer. So that was kind of fun, and I got to help hide the beer. Yeah. So let's see. We're almost close. Unfortunately, we're still about halfway there. Hopefully, things will start picking up. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Maybe if there's anything else I can do in the meantime. Let's see. Hmm, should probably see if I can make sure this is going to connect. Sorry, you guys have to hang out with me while I'm being kind of boring at the moment. No, that's not. Okay. Um, all right. Favorite memory from the first Harbinger campaign. Um, that's a tough one. So with the first campaign, I definitely was preparing them essentially for a very gruesome, be ready to not have um like expect your character to get like an easy hit or something like that, and that everyone is able to die. Um, and we did like a session 0, and it went okay. Um, they definitely like were definitely needing that to like help get them figure out how to work together, and I gave them kind of these like unique roles to work with, like with inside their character, that each their position held. And I would say that our like true first session, actually, I think it might have been like a split session. I can't remember. But I had them set up exactly how they were gonna like. They were like like contracted to murder this wizard who worked for this guy who was becoming into sainthood and trying to um, take over the like known world, and like essentially was like bow down before me because I am an all powerful like god. And so they like prepared a plan to kill his like archmage. And the best part was like they thought it was going well and they were going to stick around and fight, and then I made this ungodly destructive of a character, like I guess not character but of a villain who summoned a demon lord who came out of the depths of hell to essentially murder their commander, because we essentially had the same theme, as in they were like a mercenary group, um, but we didn't keep the whole theme of that of the last campaign because they were a little further ahead and like kind of closer more to finishing at least the first arc, and I wanted us to do something, you know, new and fresh, and I wanted to revamp a few things. um, but yeah, they had to watch their commander get eaten in front of them and then figure out, okay, who's in charge now. And the commander before was me being in charge, but the whole plan from the get-go was I'm not running this, you guys are. And they definitely learned quickly that cool, we can run away from combats, and I was like, yes, that's the plan. um yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite, just because of like the shock and awe of like, oh, we gotta leave. But other than that, honestly, like that first campaign, also like me and Jordan or Biggie, whatever you want to call him, we definitely set the tone for what the Harbingers were and kind of like who I wanted the commander before them to be like. So it kind of was really cool to see that come to life like that. Um, yeah, that kind of was like the beginning of that. It was kind of it kind of like helped me set the tone for a lot of this campaign, honestly, too. Uh, obviously couldn't bring back my big bad, even though everyone hated him so much, which was kind of the best part. Um, but it definitely helped set the tone, and hopefully this campaign will also have a big bad that they truly hate. We will see. It kind of is depending on what they're doing, and right now they're still trying to hashtag fuck Anzon. Yes, Anzon was so cool. I loved every minute of being him. It was just very much like when too much power goes to one person's head and yet they have the power to back it up, so it kind of sucks. Honestly, it was very reminiscent of like The Boys with Homelander, like what are you going to do about it, like kind of power. So that was pretty fun. I'm hoping to have the villains in this one be as good, but we'll see. Um, we're still very early on, and honestly, I wanted this to be more of a slow burn, and not like immediately get people to be like, "Oh my goodness, this is the bad guy. He's just right here in front of us." So I wanted to also like have it more developed into my world. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I don't know if, but then again, like now also thinking about it, one of the other cool things was seeing two characters, a NPC and one of my characters. We like did a wedding episode very early on, um, which is so out of character for what it was supposed to be like, but like did not expect that, but it's what happened. Uh, and a lot of trauma. Like the last campaign was full of just straight trauma. Um, Not mine, but everyone else's. Love the Chewbacca. Hello, White Tiger. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's see where that's at now. Dear Lord. No, it's okay. Thank you for coming at all. We're glad you're here. Um, I guess this is kind of turning. Oh, okay. That's why I assumed it was Cam's dad. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Um, I feel bad. I guess I should have had this. I should have came over way earlier and gotten this downloaded, but I guess on my computer it downloaded fast, so I assumed it would be downloaded fast when I came over here, especially since it was just the one game getting loaded up, not realizing how big of a game and uh, everything else. So I do apologize for the false uh, belief that this was going to be Oblivion right away. Yes, I know. I feel like a slacker right now. Um, yeah, just now, I guess we're just kind of waiting. Like I said, if you have any questions, even questions about campaign or anything else, like if you guys want to ask any questions about us, and I won't get into everyone else's business, but you know, you can. Uh, I will tell you what I can. Um, yeah, I know, big slacker today, big, big, big. Um, Hopefully have a couple more of these this week. We'll see. Just to have fun. I can tell Jordan's business. Okay, sweet. I mean, hey, start asking away then. Uh no, we have fun here. I will say last week was awesome in the sense of it was nice to have a game night. We generally before stream used to have tons of them almost every week. In fact, every week, for the most part, unless something came up. So not having it has been kind of an empty feeling lately, I will say, amongst myself. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling that, a part of the crew, but hopefully we'll have more of that happening, and especially for the stream that was Jackbox was fun. I will say I'm down to do some other things. Yes, I would like to. I'm calling it now. DM gets to call it. Next game night is Salem. Um, I'm very excited to play some more games. Um, yeah, there's also like, and here's the thing too. Like, I will answer some questions of last campaign stuff, but I'm trying not to say too much because I also know there's a few things from last campaign that are still existing in my current world. So I won't give up too much things. But there's stuff that I cut out, some things that were just felt like blatant copy and paste, really. I didn't like that. Um Definitely I would have like an idea probably from watching something, forget about that show, and then like added it into my world or something. How do we beat the current big bad? Um, must answer. Well, how do you beat him is a good question. By doing what you need to, finding all the pieces to the puzzle and using that against him, I guess. Um, by beating him. That's how you beat him. See, I answered the question, may not be the answer you want. Uh, yeah, so, that sounds like a hero's journey. Um, yeah, it is. I see. The thing is, Harbinger's not necessarily a hero's journey, but kind of. It's kind of just like it's very fitting that in certain times of need, it's important to stand up against things that aren't right. And I guess that's kind of what the campaign's about. What kind of what the Harbingers are about is like they may not be necessarily like good guys all the time, or and they're not bad guys per se. You're the Straw Hats. I mean, no, because you're not pirates. I mean, one of you is a pirate, I guess, but no, maybe a little bit. I don't know. You guys are more like what's was it like? I guess more like vigilante, but not like because you guys get paid to do things. You're kind of like a independent military, I guess. Henceforth, like mercenaries. But I don't know. I kind of like want the harbingers to be a lot of things, but it doesn't matter what I want them to be. The whole point is it's up to you guys. And I don't know, like you guys could be the good guys, you guys could be the bad guys. I don't care. You could join the bad guy for all I care if you figure out how to, but I wouldn't recommend it. It wouldn't be good for you. But yeah, I'm just excited to see where everything goes. Um, which, um, yeah. Can I have my own thoughts? I was thinking mercenaries. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like that's also the other thing is too is like it's kind of like what, and I mean, I guess it's a perspective I didn't really get to think about is that now there's an audience. So now there is a what is your perspective on the Harbingers? Like, what do you think they should be? What, like I mean, like there's so many effects to the story, and like there's thoughts of like how I feel like they should be and how they should be run, of course, because I made them. Uh, but the whole point of them and the whole idea is that they are kind of like ran on ran on the point of whoever is kind of in charge is like doing what is the need of the entire company, because they're not just like people who are thrown together for the most part. Like, yes, you have people that come in, and right now they're currently a bunch of buffoons, but like they are meant to be people who you gave up your old life to be one of them. So, like, you gave up who your past was, whatever problems you had then, whatever issues, whatever things you did wrong, you don't have to worry about that anymore. They will have your back. If you're with them, you are now a part of this brotherhood, or, you know, uh like special, you know, um family. It's like in a weird way like that was kind of like the character who was the commander before, Commander Tears. He was kind of like this role model. Boomy the Gobo is, first of all, Boomy is hurtful. It's not his name. Uh, it's Scab, and he is a buffoon. I play him. Of course, he's a buffoon. Um, yeah. There's just a lot of like, I don't know, like it's very funny, but we might as well be. Yeah, it's kind of meant to be like this, um, like cohesive, like I don't know. It's like I guess when I joined playing with my friends that I play with now, um, I wanted this to be like I didn't really know everyone that well. In fact, like when we started my campaign, I think I had been coming around maybe like a month or two, maybe 3 months, maybe, and that's really pushing it because we didn't really stick into one of our campaigns very long due to like someone leaving and like other people not uh like as much as we enjoyed it, we like it was just not working for exactly everybody, or like we didn't want to continue on without this person. So um instead of making B have to run a whole nother campaign, I was like, well, hey, like I've got something. Yes, drama. Uh and B was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you want to run." And it was kind of like within like a week, 2 weeks, I think I had like got to everybody and was like, "Look, this is what we're going to do. This is what it is. Like this is what you got to make for me and then we'll go from there." And it was very um fun to kind of like get that this like new group of people, and like they all for the most part knew they're a traveling group of hermits. I mean, kind of, except well, like because they're not really hermits, I guess, because hermits don't like they stay out of things. They don't try to like let society change what they're doing, and they kind of just wander or keep to themselves in like a swamp or something. um where like harbors definitely like they're kind of the people that like step in even if you don't want them to in ways, generally not without like being paid to do so. um yeah, I don't want to talk about that, B. It's not good. We're still about halfway, which makes me feel really bad. Yeah, we're about 50%. um so this might just end up becoming a talk stream, I guess, which I feel really bad. uh but yeah, now you have me distracted, B. I'm trying to talk about how things happened. Um no, yeah. So our like I said, so I didn't know everyone. For the most part, most people knew each other fairly well or had known each other for a good amount of time. I think Cam was the newest member before me and my ex, and so like and I guess Blake was kind of new, but like Blake had been, I don't know if he had been around longer than Cam at that point, but it was all thanks to my best friend Blake, that we were even there. And it was really fun just get to like get everyone a part of it. And like I think that first like the session 0 had me worried what this was going to be like and that if they were going to be able to handle it. But uh-oh, I'm in trouble. um all right, you don't get to hear my story no more, sorry.
Howdy, friends. I'm going to troubleshoot, figure out why this is taking so long. I see that we are using a lot of disk space. Which is, I don't like instability. Can you go check in the other room the little pod that is plugged in and make sure that it is on?
No. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if it's on, what would it be?
It has a green light on it.
The white thing?
Yes.
There is no green light, but it's hot.
I'm starting to lag. That's very rude. It's my visage. I got on the camera and it got overwhelmed.
Too much beauty would say.
Too much beauty.
It's not lit up.
It's not lit up.
I unplug it and plug it back in.
That will end the stream.
Oh, well then no, I will not do that.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I see we've got a couple of viewers both on Twitch and on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Hey, if it's our friends tuning in, please comment. Raise that engagement.
Yell at me.
Yeah, yell at Tyler.
I'm the reason it's not working, apparently. We thought it was a different issue, and then it was me being the issue. Oh. Why you do that? I'm gonna go.
Do.
Engage with them, B.
Yeah, common issues with a streamer. What to do while there's a technical difficulty. Just yap. Thanks for being on both, Dad. We appreciate that. It is so pleasant to have people on the stream. We know, so we've learned that with engagement as far as pop-up streams, that's why we need to give the 24 hours. It's because people have, shit to do, but not us loser gamers who just play games all day, right, Dad? But so Breath of the Wild I played. We played Split Fiction, me and DeAndre did. Obviously, Pokemon Nights. Everybody loves the Pokemon Nights and the pop-up Pokemon Nights. Tend to be really great for people rewatching those. So we've got good content that people want to see. It's just watching it live is, you know, you know. um do. So what we're gonna do, I hate to do this. I know we did this last week too, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna restart the stream just because this new setup with our internet is relatively new. And I want to make sure that I have an understanding of exactly what is slowing down our connection and making it so that this download isn't downloading for Tyler. Simply because usually we would do these things ahead of time, but if we do have to do them in the middle of the stream, I would like to do that. I apologize for disrupting the audience. Thank you for joining in. I hope you'll rejoin back in once we go live again. Maybe we'll get more people because it'll send out a notification and people will be like, why am I getting another notification? I'm going to go ahead and end the stream really quick and I will restart it back up in just maximum 10 minutes. If I got to get back on here and start yapping again, then I will do that. I have no problem yapping. Thanks for tuning in for a moment. Give us a moment for these technical difficulties. I will be back in some moments.